be my last. But all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets.
Clear the air, was breathing just fine. Gave up on them rumors, who's raising the grapevine. Takes mine, that's literal. Stuck in mine, that's literal. Stuck in general. Start metaphysical, break it down to the mineral. Dare them to, pair up to, 2 by 2. Just me and my pen, they'll get ran on through. Stand on truth, couldn't put the brand on you. Too much pressure blocking blessings, you stressing the crew. What I do, turn it up, get back to wrecking the booth. Spitting all over these, get back to wrecking the booth. Spitting all over these tracks like I'm missing a tooth. Album will be done in about a session or 2. Then the G&Me family got some flexing to do. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. This is as real as it gets. I done came too far to expect anything less. To expect anything less. I took many losses. Probably won't be my last. But all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets.
Must I give? This life ain't mine. Out here, look in the bill, you on backdoor time. No look in the bill, you on backdoor time. No pause, straight talk. No subs in my rhymes. If it was up to me, my G be issuing fines. Like homie, where you at? Homie, why all the cap? Told you from the jump, it's way bigger than rap. Here go the facts. Been snapping on tracks and say Jack and Vanna. Streets no able, never been a scammer. It's time to run the bag, never been a scammer. It's time to run the bag up these balls. It's causing damage, known to keep it low. But your boy, he been a savage, we over. Going backwards, the team is living lavish. Making orders to travels where they speak English and Spanish.
Oh, this is as real as it gets. I done came too far. Done came too far to expect anything less. I took many losses, and it probably won't be my last. But all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets. Oh, 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 won't be my last. But all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets.
Clear the air, was breathing just fine. Gave up on them rumors, who's raising the grapevine. Takes mine, that's literal. Stuck in mine, that's literal. Stuck in general. Start metaphysical, break it down to the mineral. Dare them to, pair up to, 2 by 2. Just me and my pen, they'll get ran on through. Stand on truth, couldn't put the brand on you. Too much pressure blocking blessings, you stressing the crew. What I do, turn it up, get back to wrecking the booth. Spitting all over these, get back to wrecking the booth. Spitting all over these tracks like I'm missing a tooth. Album will be done in about a session or 2. Then the G&Me family got some flexing to do. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. This is as real as it gets. I done came too far to expect anything less. To expect anything less. I took many losses. Probably won't be my last. But all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets.
Must I give?
Probably won't be my last, but all I know is this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets.
Clear the air, was breathing just fine. Gave up on them rumors, who's raising the grapevine. Takes mine.
Welcome back to Comics on Life. Now, this is a live show, so those who are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, you can comment and we will answer your questions or recognize your comment. Also, you can watch us on Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku TV, PC TV, Channel 21 on Comcast, and Channel 47 on Verizon. Now we're going to get this show started. Remember, this is live, so send us some questions, comments. This is live. I'm going to have my guests introduce themselves.
Hi, Eric Seltzer from Staten Island, New York.
Hey, hi everybody. It's Danny Detchy from San Francisco.
Hey everybody, I'm Keith Fitz. I'm coming from a meth lab called Long Island, New York.
Hi everybody, I'm Jody Oliver from Middle Village, New York.
Okay. Donna, you there? Okay. Well, we're gonna go on until all right, let's go with the first question. Yeah, ready? Remember this is the PG. Boy, I'm glad this ain't the naughty show because I had a lot of things run through my mind. This is the PG show, so we're gonna start off with this question. All right, hypothetically speaking, if you had a great idea for your job and you shared the idea with your coworker who is like your best friend, told your idea to the boss as if it was theirs, and they got a promotion and a better office, what would you do and how would you feel? Let's start with Key.
All right, well, if somebody was to pitch my idea to my boss, I would smack the hell out of him. I'll tell you that now.
So
I would beat him like a redheaded stepchild, and I know what that feels like.
You'll be upset, right?
Of course I would be. If you're taking my idea and pitching it to the boss, I mean, that's basically like stealing from me. That's not a good friend.
That's right. All right, Danny.
What would I do? I would actually come up with another idea, a really bad one, and hope he steals it, and ends up going to HR. And I will also put it on the keyboard.
All right. That's a good idea. I like that one. Jody.
Yes. Like Keith said, I would be picked off. Oh boy. What would I do? I like what Danny said. Come up with a bad idea. Give it to him and see if he runs with it. But to be original, I would just kick his butt.
Wait, you notice she said his. Oh, all right, Eric.
Yeah, I would hang him upside down from a rooftop, at least 5-6 stories up, and I would say, "So, what's the next idea you're gonna tell him that I said? How about this idea? I'm gonna drop you to the ground. How's that for an idea? Want to call him over? Maybe I'll let you live. We'll see what happens."
You definitely sound like a detective.
Thank you very much.
All right, Donna. Okay, she'll let it slide.
Donna will just give him that face that she has on right now. That's what she would do.
Yep. Yeah, the guilt trip for like an hour, like this.
All right. Did she just move, right?
Yes.
Donna, you there? Oh, she just moved.
Yeah,
Yes.
Donna, can you hear us? Is she
it's a
muted?
40-second delay. All right.
All right, let's move on. Okay. All right. Why is it the opposite effects when you dog a guy, they treat you good, but when you treat them good, they dog you? So for the men, it's vice versa, and for the women, that's that question. All right, we're gonna start with Jody. Why is it the opposite effect when you dog a guy, they treat you good, but when you treat them good, they dog you?
I knew you were going to ask me first.
Well, you're the only lady I got right here right now.
Okay. Why, when I treat a guy bad, does he treat me good? Now,
Yeah.
I don't know. The men seem to like that when a woman treats them bad. I don't know. I treat everyone equally, but I see these women, and a lot of them are slapping their men around, and the men just kiss their feet. Don't understand it, quite frankly.
Me neither. Because I had a guest on one time, and they said they wanted to be in a dungeon. I can't remember who that was. So now we're going to go right to Danny.
Oh, geez.
Danny, when you treat a woman good, when you dog a woman and they treat you good, but when you treat them good, they dog you. Why is that?
I don't know. Gee, it's a confusing question for a kind of guy like me, I guess. But let's see. I mean, if they treat me bad, I get if it's okay if it's in the dungeon, I guess. But what was that again? They treat me good, and I treat them bad, or I'm not good with that math. Let's see.
No, when you treat them good, they wind up treating you bad. But when you treat them bad, they want to treat you good.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I just got confused on that.
Yeah, maybe they like that, but I can't do that. I can't be. I'm not. It's good. It's not. I have a hard time being bad. But yeah. Why is that? Because they hear a lot of rumors on Facebook on how to treat a guy. I don't know actually.
All right, Key.
All right. Well, every time I hear you talking about dog, I'm thinking style, and in that case, then I'm behind her 100%. But that being said, I've never really treated a woman like a dog, except when I throw her a raw steak on the floor, and then she's really good to me after that. I don't know why. I guess it's the raw steak.
Okay, I think he just took the whole question to a whole nother level. All right, Eric.
Yes. I think that human nature is disappointing. I think that everybody likes a challenge. And if you're not challenging the opposite sex, they feel like, why am I with this guy? He's a moron. But if you treat him like shit, like garbage, it's like, ooh, I got to convince him that I'm worthwhile and he should be with me.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Donna.
Yes.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
please repeat the question?
Oh Lord, that was a long question. All right,
About
hold
a
up.
dog, right? Something about
All right, why is it the opposite effect? When you dog a guy, they treat you good, but when you treat them good, they dog you.
That's a good question. Well, I guess it's like when I get to heaven, is God gonna act all vague and pretend he doesn't remember me? Claims that he got my prayers and tried to send me a message. I don't know. I think it's because it's the thrill of the chase.
Oh,
Nobody they don't want what you can't have. So I think that.
okay, I can
In a
see that.
nutshell.
That happened. That happened to me a couple of times. So yeah. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna go with the
She popped off like Genie again.
Yes.
see.
Donna, go like this.
No, I like the other one. I like the other one. Remember her?
Oh,
The one that wiggles the nose. Yes.
Right.
We're Bewitched.
Oh,
Okay, that's the question. That's the question. Here we go. If you found yourself dating a genie or a witch, would you continue in that relationship? Eric.
Oh, absolutely. You're kidding me? Oh my God. It would be great. I would
I tell you this. Every time I watch Genie or Bewitched, well, Bewitched, I liked her because she was a witch and she had the powers, but she was a good woman. She cooked and cleaned the house and everything.
yeah.
And Genie, she was just pow. She was just like,
Yeah.
and I ain't even had to worry about her. She can go into her little bottle and everything. Those were my two questions.
Yeah.
A witch and a genie.
Yeah. Well, I had a crush on Barbara Eden when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, if I could just be with her. And I'm like, Major Anthony Nelson is like, all he's doing is telling her not to do. Don't do this. I'd be more like Major Healy. Genie, yeah, make me rich, Genie. Make me famous. I'd be doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that's the only part that wasn't reality. He keeps telling her not to do stuff. But if it was us, we'd be like, I wouldn't leave the house. My house would be everything be in my house. I wouldn't have to go nowhere.
Right, like a holodeck on Star Trek, right?
Yeah. They'd be like, we had COVID. I was like, what the hell's COVID? I don't know nothing about that. I was in the house. All right, Key, what would you rather have, the witch or the genie?
I'd rather have the genie because with that little half top, that seems magical to me. On the, I like the fact though that get into an argument with her, I could bottle her up too. Yeah, no, I like the idea of it though. I really do. Like you were saying, I would never have left the house either. I would make sure everything was brought to me. Like hell, I want to go on a cruise. Put my house on a Carnival cruise.
Yeah, I be doing. The only thing that makes me mad, like if I watch, sometimes I get the old TV shows, and I watch I Dream of Jeannie, and she's in her bottle. I get jealous because her inside of her bottle is bigger than my apartment.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who said that?
You know what? I move into the bottle with her.
Shoot, what was the question?
Yeah.
I made it up. Genie or witch?
Yeah, I would take the genie, of course, because yeah, you can do so many different things, and it's only her, just a genie. If it was bewitched, you have to deal with her dysfunctional witches and warlock family. So yeah, I would just have a genie, and you can do anything. Even get more genies if I want. Yes. So, and yeah, anything.
Hey, you know what? I didn't even think about that yet. Samantha did have a crazy family. Jeannie didn't have no family. That's a good point, Danny.
Yeah.
All right, Jody. So
Yep.
your choice. So since you're a lady, so your choice would be between Uncle. What was his name? Paul Lynn. What was his name?
Paul Lynn. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Uncle somebody. He was the warlock. So your choice is between the warlock and the Fresh Prince of Will Smith as the genie on Aladdin. So who would you pick?
Genie on Aladdin.
You picked Aladdin.
Yes. I
So you
like those movies.
All right. Well, it's consequences. You pick Will Smith, the Aladdin. Now if you try to discipline him, he gonna smack you. You can't mess with Will Smith. All right.
Well, she can wish for him not to slap her.
Yeah, wish for him not to slap you.
Okay.
All right, so she picked Aladdin. Donna, who would you pick? The genie from Aladdin or the warlock from Bewitched?
I think she picked Mr. Freeze. Just kidding.
Donna, can you hear us?
I think she's gonna have to pick the picture of Dorian Gray.
All right, we're gonna move on. If you come in, Donna, you can just say something and you can answer the question. If you hear me, nod your head.
If you hear us, don't do anything.
All right, this is fun. All right, what is your view on an open relationship, Jody?
I don't like open relationships. You mean like as far as you can go out with whoever you want, but you still
Yes.
mine?
Yes.
No. I'm not. It's not that I'm possessive. I'm not possessive. I just, with what goes on in this day and age, I'm not into that.
All right, so no open relationship for you. So you're into you straight into monopoly. I mean
Right.
monogamy.
Yes. All right. Boardwalk.
All right, Danny.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, and especially if it's genie.
He said, "I'm cool with it."
Yeah, especially if it's genie, we always keep her bottle open.
All right. Yeah. Okay, Key. Go ahead.
All right. I'm into an open relationship. My wife is into a closed relationship. So we're right down the middle somewhere. Yeah.
Y'all
No,
meet
but
in
no,
the middle.
I would say, you know, I'm more into the monopoly thing too, because guess where I park my place? unfortunately, with an open relationship, you open yourself up to too many things, like diseases and other problems and other families and other all that. So yeah, no, I'm more into monogamous.
All right, Eric.
Yes, Stefan. Well, I've been married for over 30 years to the same woman, and it's a monogamous relationship. I am jealous. I do prefer monogamy on that level, but if I had to do it all over again, I think I would have found a bisexual woman that will let me be involved with her friends. And if I got to part, it'd be like I'm with a different date every night and be with my woman at the same time. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that's a plan.
Yeah, now that would be cool. But here we go with this. Would that be considered an open relationship because she's there?
The only part that's open is I'm allowing her to be with other women, but not men. That's where I draw the line.
Oh, all right.
I would be open to her being with other women as long as I could partake with the other women, the same women that she's partaking with, like a menage a trois. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But not another guy. That's I can't deal with another guy.
With she's with other women, but not you. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's a good point. No, I would have to be there too. I have to be partaking as well. The three of us together.
Wait, Jody was like, she, I guess she left. She like, I ain't answering that. All right.
Not open to the conversation. That's what it is.
All right. Here she come. All right, you ready, Judy?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This question is going to you first. All right. We had this question on last night's show, and we got some really weird answers, but here we go. What if you moved into a house where the old owner died in the house on Christmas Eve, and then when you moved in, you found all their Christmas gifts unopened that they had hidden to open on Christmas Day? Would you keep them, or would you try to get in touch with their family members and give it to them?
I would try to get in touch with their family members and give it to them.
For real?
I wouldn't keep it.
You gonna give up the gifts?
Yes.
Now, say every gift that was in there was from Tiffany's, Cartier. You still giving them away?
I would feel haunted if I took a dead person's gifts. So, yeah, I would.
If they haunt you, just have them buy them back. All right. I think I already know his answers. What you say, Key?
I would rip them things open and play. I'd be like, "Oh, Santa Claus came to sit down. All right, yeah!" And the ones I didn't like, then I would get in touch with their family and give them back.
Yeah. All right, Danny.
Yeah, I would return all the gifts unless it's a mail order bride. I would keep that.
He gonna keep the mail order bride. He gonna have an open relationship. All right, Eric.
I would actually hold on to them for maybe a few months, and then if nobody claimed it, then I would rip them open and keep them. And if somebody says, "Did you get a?" I said, "No. What are you talking about? I didn't get that Cartier, whatever."
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. If it was me, I'm keeping them. I don't care. I do maintenance at an apartment building. when they deliver the wrong mail, the wrong package to the wrong address, it's fair game. So I know I'm not giving nothing back. All right. Okay, if you're okay. All right, Eric. If you're in a relationship for 10 months and find out your partner is married,
Oh boy.
with kids, do you stay or leave?
Check, please. That's what I would say. I would leave for sure. I would say, you know what? You got kids. You know, I mean, like if you're unhappy in your marriage and you're planning to leave the guy, that's one thing. But if you have you're living a double life, I'm sorry, I can't be involved in that. I don't want to.
What if they didn't have kids?
Then I would say, you know, are you happy in your, you know, does your spouse, does your husband know that you're cheating on you? I mean, are you happy? Is he a good guy? I have a conscience that way. If she's married to a good guy and he's pretty clean, keeps his nose clean, I would say, you know what? I think this isn't going to work out. I think it's time for me to move on. Okay. Nice knowing you.
Danny.
Yeah, I would say, you know, unless it's an open relationship, and especially if she has a dungeon.
What is it with you in dungeons?
I don't know. So.
All right, Jody.
Yes.
Yes, you will stay.
I would stay where?
All right, let me repeat the question. If you're in a relationship for 10 months and find out your partner is married, do you stay or leave?
Oh, I leave.
Okay.
And you can't beat that. That means he lied to you from the beginning. You could never trust him again. I mean, that's just not cool.
All right, I got a part 2 for that question, but we gotta say that for the other show. All right, Key, do you stay or leave?
Well, let's see. Depends on how good she is in bed. Seriously though, obviously he's not tapping that thing right, so she's not actually happy in the relationship. So there may be eventually down the line she may be leaving him in the first place. So why not stay?
Or maybe he could be a workaholic. And she just needs somebody to just be around. Maybe it's not even just about making love or anything. She just wanted somebody to be there and talk to her because he works so much. See?
Well, the problem is he's not licking. I mean,
all right, we're gonna move on. All right, why do a man shut down when him and his woman disagrees? Jody.
Why does a man shut down when him and his woman disagree?
Yes.
Well, he's either got to be a real dork or, I mean, for him not to respond, that's pretty bad. Just to shut down? Wow. He's got problems.
Okay, thank you for that, because I do that. I shut down when I don't agree with her. I don't talk to her for the rest of the night, so I already knew I had problems anyway. So thank you for confirming that. All right, Eric, why do you shut down when you and your woman disagrees?
Well, first of all, Jews and Italians do not know how to shut down. I am Jewish, and I wish I knew how to shut down. I just keep talking and ranting and raving and rambling on. I wish I would shut my damn mouth and just walk out of the room like it never happened. That's what I have to work on, to be honest with you.
Well, see, I'm different. I shut down and I stopped. But my biggest problem is I would shut down, I'll be quiet. But then I'll be like 2:00 in the morning, I'll wake her up. And I'll be like, remember what you said like 2 Februarys ago?
Oh, okay.
And I'll bring it right back up.
Yeah.
All right,
the first
Danny.
part, I'd like to take lessons.
Huh?
I said the
Yeah.
first part, I'd like to take lessons from you to learn how to do that, how to shut down and not say anything.
I don't talk. I'll talk to the dog before I talk to her. Danny,
Well,
why do you shut down?
I shut down because I have to. Otherwise, I really get it. So, yeah. So, yeah. I shut down because I have to. So, no. But if they want me, I'm not the type to shut down. Really, I mean, I just, try to fix try to talk it out, and but I would probably then have to shut down anyway because she has to win the argument. Because otherwise I would really get it in the dungeon. So.
All right, Danny, just look at me.
Okay.
Blink twice if you need me to call 911.
Do you have handcuffs on right now?
I do. You notice I ain't seen him move his arms yet.
Yeah, let's see your arm. Are you tied up?
Wait, every time I ask a question, she probably in front of him writing the answer down. You better say this.
Yeah.
All right, I just playing with you, Danny. Key.
Oh, so why do I shut down every time my wife has an issue with me? Because she won't let me get a freaking word in edgewise. She just keeps yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. And she's Italian too. So what she does, not only is she yelling at me, but she's throwing the hands and everything else because she talks with the hands, and I'm bobbing like Muhammad Ali. Holy!
Wow. You know she's standing right behind you.
Yes, I know. I already got smacked for that. You ain't that wrong.
All right, here we go. We got okay. You only get 3 words to describe yourself. What are they? Eric.
Modest, handsome, and funny.
Okay, first of all, how you gonna say modest and then say handsome? You're not being modest.
Because the modest part of myself wouldn't advertise it, but you're asking me to say 3 words.
All right. He said modest, handsome, and what was the third one?
Funny.
Oh, funny.
Or how about this? Artistic.
I like that. Jody.
Yes. Let's see.
3
honest,
words.
Honesty, trustworthy, and creative.
Okay. I like that. Key.
Loud, proud, and sometimes funny.
I really don't want to ask this.
Go ahead, ask away.
Wait. I dropped my
Look, I made him drop something.
All right. Okay, Danny. 3 words.
Okay. How about lots of fun?
Huh?
lots of fun.
No,
Yeah.
it gotta be.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Gee. All right.
Now.
Okay, I have to go. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, calm, fun, and obedient.
I'm telling you, blink twice. Come on, just let us know. We helping you, man. We helping you. All right. He said obedient. You know,
I thought he was going to say strapped down.
but the funny thing about that, he says obedient, and what has been like 10 years, they took the word obey out the wedding vows.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Danny. I'm going to keep you on speed dial. All right. What is something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated, and why? Key.
Something that I find secretly that everybody loves, but I secretly hate. Let's see. Answering questions like these.
Okay. Oh, that's your real answer.
No, I figured I'd give awkward silence just to keep everything going nicely. I wanted to lose the room at the moment.
All right.
No, that wasn't my real answer. No, seriously, my real answer would be I don't like what some people like that I don't care for is how do I put this nicely and in the PG form. I don't care for some certain stupidity out in the world, which some people care for, and that's all I can say it nicely.
Now you got the awkward silence. Because I'm trying to think of what you're trying to say.
Okay.
Oh.
Here, let me put it forward in it like an example. You go to somebody and you ask them. You go to somebody at a cash register, and they tell you that it's $17.45, and you hand them $20, and then you give them the 45 cents afterwards, and they go, "Oh, I can't do that. No. It's already in the register. I can't give you $3 even. I have to give you the $2.55 back because the register says so." Stupidity.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Because I played a lottery and I went into this convenience store and I played my numbers. And I think it came to $27 or something. It came to $27 for my numbers. I gave her 2 20s. Do you know she pulled out a calculator to get my change?
Yes.
I said, really? Point. Oh. Danny, what's something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated, and why?
Taylor Swift and SUV. Why? Because she can't sing, and SUVs because they all look the same.
What did you say after Taylor Swift? Who?
So Taylor Swift because she can't sing, and the other thing I don't like are SUVs because they all look the same, and I like cars.
Yeah, I like cars too. Cars and trucks. I don't like them SUVs. All right, Eric.
Yes. So we're going through a shift now politically, and the world is going through a shift. So right now we're going through very difficult times. I used to like the 60s and the 70s and the 80s where you didn't have to worry about every word that came out of your mouth. Like the show All in the Family. That couldn't air today. I like that show. It had a message to say. I respect all race, creeds, colors. Everybody has a right, has decency and respect. That being said, we're losing our freedom of speech. And we have to think twice about what we're going to say so we won't offend anybody. I think people are a little bit too sensitive these days. And with too much sensitivity, creativity goes out the window. That's what I feel.
And I agree with that, because they'd be like, well, you got to be politically correct. I said, I'm not no politician.
Right.
What is politically correct? Okay, Jody.
Yes, Stefan, can you repeat the question?
Oh, shoot. What was the question? What's something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated, and why?
Something overrated. Gucci bags. I think they're completely overrated. They're just canvas or plastic.
Do you have a Gucci bag?
No.
And if you found one in that house where the dead person was at, would you keep it? She said, yeah. All right.
Now, my wife, I gave her a Gucci bag. It was a Gucci Goo.
She crack it up. That's her in the background cracking up. All right. Eric brought up a good point, and it popped a question in my head about what you can say with it. Here's the question. Do comedians, being in the entertainment field, comedians, is there a limit to what we can say and what we can't say, or are we above that because we entertain it? If you say something and it's funny, the crowd laugh, is there a limit to what you can't say? Eric.
Well, again, back in the 60s.
Oh, wait, hold up, Eric. What I'm really trying to say, do you think is anything off limits that comedians can't talk about?
Well, sure. I mean, what I was trying to say is back in the 70s, if it wasn't network television, you could say anything you want to. But today, so I'm Jewish, so I could joke about being Jewish, but I cannot joke about being black. I cannot joke about being Puerto Rican. I cannot joke about being Asian. Back in the 70s, I could have done that. I cannot do that today. And if I do it, I'm taking a very big risk.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be hired back at that club. Or Will Smith might come up to the stage and slap me in the face. Stuff like that.
Well, if that happens, you won't have to do comedy anymore. You be paid.
but anyway, I'm not as little as Chris Rock. I would slap him back if he tried to slap me. So
yeah, I know you're gonna pick. I mean, besides Kevin Hart, Chris Rock is the smallest comedian that we have out there. Yes. Now, he probably couldn't. He probably picked Chris Rock because he would have had to bend down too low to smack Kevin Hart.
Right. Like if Dwayne Johnson made that same joke, I don't think he would have went up and did that.
Oh no. or if it was Steve Harvey, I don't think he would have went up there.
Right.
All right, Jody, do you think it's a limit to what comedians can say, or should we be able to say anything we want as long as the people laugh?
No, there's definitely a limit. There's different ratings on different shows. And, for example, I have a PG-13 show. And I got to really watch what people say. They can't curse on my show. And some of them just can't control themselves.
I know what you mean. We had it earlier.
But there's definitely a limit.
Yeah, but we're talking about, like, in your stand-up. Can you just say whatever you want to say? If you're doing stand-up live.
Right. I'm a clean comedian. Other comedians do dirty stuff. Yeah, they pretty much say what they want, but Eric's right. I mean, you can't talk about certain people. Like, say someone's disabled. You can't talk about their disability, but they can talk about their disability.
Right.
Okay.
You know.
You right about that because it's this comedian named Charles Walden. He has a disability. He's a comedian. Have you ever heard of him? I think he's from New York. His name is Charles Walden. And he has a disability, and he goes on stage and he talks. Well, this was back in the late 90s, early 20s when I heard him. Actually, he was on Comic View, or I think he was on Comic View one time. And he talks about it, and it's funny. It's funny because it's coming from him. He lived it. And like Richard Pryor did, he talked about his life. Now, if any other comedian talked about somebody that was in the same situation Richard Pryor was, they'd be like, oh, why are you talking about him? But if it was you, I could kind of understand that. Key, what's your take on that?
My take on that, very simply put, is that we should not be limited to what we can or cannot say. I do understand, you know, treading lightly so we don't offend other people. But you know what? Sometimes offensive jokes are funny. So F them. Seriously, we're at a point where we're like walking on eggshells nowadays to make sure that we're not offending somebody else. But you know, I grew up in the time where we used to call each other names just to be offensive to each other, and it'd roll off of us. So I think that this whole walking on eggshells is words I can't say on this show.
But like Eric said, in the 70s and the 80s, you could say stuff. Look at Andrew Dice Clay. He talked about everybody.
Right.
And it was funny. That's how he made his money.
Lisa Lampanelli, the same thing.
Yeah, but now Andrew Dice Clay on stage now probably wouldn't even sell 3 or 4 tickets because nobody would want to go, oh, that's offensive. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't know.
He still has a crowd because I know he's been touring. I know he's been doing some shows. He still has a crowd. It's just when he goes after certain groups of people that's when they get offended by him. Now, I understand I can't throw on stage and tell everybody, well, look at me, I'm black. I mean, I can't do that. But I can go up on stage and talk about my life and things that go around me. And, you know, if somebody's offended by it, I'm sorry, but I'm up here to make it funny. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm not here to offend you.
Yeah, it's just jokes. All right.
That's it.
All right, we're going to hurry up and ask Danny because he got one of the handcuffs off. I seen him lift his hand.
Yeah, and listen, put enough butter in there, I can release it, my hand. But let's see. I was able to sneak some butter from the. Okay, anyway, so things you can say. I mean, I guess you can say anything, but there are always consequences. It's like. For example, Twitter. Some people get banned. Like Trump gets banned on Twitter because that's it puts people's lives in danger. Sometimes the things he says, he puts certain people's ethnic groups or people in danger for for things he says, because he's a racist. But so yeah, so I guess you could say anything, but there are consequences. And I actually remember hearing about one comedian, this local guy who was just one time just went on a political rant, and people were upset. The audience was upset because they were there to see comedy and not somebody just be angry and tell no jokes. You can be angry but tell jokes, I guess. But anyway, the main point is there are consequences.
Yeah. All right. We got 10 minutes left. Man, this one kind of fast. All right. What kind of things really make you laugh, Jody?
Boy, you asked the right one. It's very hard to make me laugh. Usually, if I trip over something, I start cracking up. If someone else trips over something, it makes me laugh. When Danny plays his pencil, it makes me laugh.
What?
When Key remembers when, that makes me laugh. And when Eric is the Godfather, he makes me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
When
So
he's the what?
Do make me laugh.
When I do the Godfather impression.
Duh. Now you know I'm going to ask to see it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bit is, one of my favorite, I think one of the best movies ever made was The Godfather. So I think that if Vito Corleone was around in the 21st century, instead of being approached by the Turk for drugs, he'd be approached by the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. My son tells me you're a serious man. Tells me into weapons of mass destruction. Well, I'll tell you, it's true. I got a lot of friends, senators, but they wouldn't be very friendly if they knew I was into weapons of mass destruction. So my answer is going to be no. But whatever a man does for a living, doesn't bother me. Whatever that man does for a living. So good luck to you and shalom, you putz.
Yo, if they ever do the remake of The Godfather and they don't get you, I'm going to protest that movie. I swear, I'm going to protest it. That is my movie, The Godfather. I love that movie. I like it. I got like a sadistic brain, but one of my favorite parts is when he was having a heart attack and his grandson kept shooting him. I was like, get him. All right, Key, what kind of things really make you laugh?
Well, let's see. When somebody passes wind in the middle of a crowded bus, that makes me laugh. Or gag, one of the two, depending on whether it's silent or not. Watching Danny break out of the dungeon, that makes me laugh. Remember the two monkeys in the football I mentioned on a Dirty Show? That makes me laugh.
All right, she cracking up back there.
That's because I have no pants on.
That makes her laugh. All right, Danny, what makes you wait, did he say on the last show about being tickled or something?
Yes.
All right, Danny, what makes you laugh?
Okay, well, by the way, I hardly ever get to break out of the dungeon. So, but what Jody was referring is I can play music with a pencil. And so,
Oh, wait, I got a question. I got a question for that.
yeah.
What was the moment where you realized you could do that? What were you doing when you said, "Oh, I can do a song"?
Well, I first started off with my fingers when I was a kid. And then I don't know why I started out. Then when I was older, I started using a pencil. I was trying to follow the music on the radio, and I thought with my fingers, I found that it's better with a pencil. So, yep. And
Okay.
that's it, yeah.
So he does it best with a number 2.
Yeah. Number 2 pencil. Yep. So, what makes me laugh? I don't know. I like a lot of funny things. I like slapstick in movies and things like that. And but one of my favorite comedians is Rudy Giuliani.
Wasn't that the mayor?
Yeah, he's on TV all the time. Although I think his show got canceled recently or something. I'm going to jail.
Surprise.
All right. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. Oh no, we got 4 minutes left now. Okay, real quick, we're gonna do this one question real quick. Did you ever have a crush on a TV character that you secretly kept to yourself? Danny.
No, not. I mean, I had a crush on the TV character, but I did not keep it to myself.
Real quick. Who was it?
I don't know, so many. Raquel Welch. Let's see.
Okay, Raquel Welch. Key, real quick.
I'm going to go with Suzanne Summers because I like the fact that they were 2 girls living together.
Susan.
Three's Company?
Right. Jody.
Yes.
Real quick, who was your crush? Your TV character crush?
Should it be a movie?
Huh? Your crush. Who on TV you had a crush on when you was growing up?
Oh, when I was growing up, he was on Saved by the Bell. Mario.
I think. Okay. Yeah. How old was you when you had the
Saved by
crush
the
on
Bell. I
him?
thought he was really good looking.
All right, Eric.
Marsha Brady on the Brady Bunch.
All right, Marsha, the regular Brady, or all right, Marsha Brady. All right, I want to thank y'all for being on my show. Thank y'all so much. We're out of time. I will be in touch with y'all because we got to get y'all back on the Naughty Show. Thank you. Have a good night, and we will see you on January 12th. Thank you for watching Comics on Life.
Thanks, Stefan.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you.
everybody.
Good night.